All right, y'all, welcome back. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 2027, minimum moves to convert string. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And then if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given a string S consisting of n characters which are either X or O. A move is defined as selecting three consecutive characters of S and converting them to O. Note that if a move is applied to the character O, it will stay the same. Return the minimum number of moves required so that all the characters of S are converted to O. All right, y'all. So that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have our input S equals a string XXX. The output is 1. Explanation says we can convert XXX into one move to 000 or 000. We select all three characters and convert them in one move, right? So we need to select three consecutive characters of S right here and convert them into O. So since there's only three characters in S, then all of those characters will be converted into O, and we could do that in one move. Now let's take a look at example 2 where it may take more, or where it will take more than one move. So in example 2, we have our input S equals a string XXOX. This time the output is 2. So let's bring this over here so we can go through it. Boom. It says, explanation says, first we're starting with XXOX. So we're just going to take these three consecutive characters and turn them into O, right? So that's these three right here. We're going to just turn them into O. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Boom. Then once we are left with this, we are going to select these three characters right here, and we're going to perform another operation and turn these three characters into O. So after we do that, it'll look like this. Boom. And in total, that took 2 moves. So that's why the output is 2, right? It took two of these moves right here. So that's why the output is 2. Boom. Now let's take a look at example 3 where we don't need to change anything. So in example 3, we have our input S equals a string O, 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 O. The output is 0 because there are no X's in the S to convert. So in this case, we don't have any X's, so we don't need to perform any moves. Since we don't need to perform any moves, we can just return 0. Boom, y'all. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution's not that difficult. Now, first thing we need to do is convert the string into an array of characters so we can access elements using their index positions. So we're going to come right here, declare a variable, declare a variable, we call it R, and we could just set that equal to an array, open up the parentheses, pass it S. Now we need a variable that will track our current position while scanning the array. So we come underneath this, declare another variable called index, and we'll just set that equal to 0 to start. Then we need a variable to count how many moves we needed. So we could declare a variable called result. This is where we're going to store our output, right? And then we could set this to 0 to start. Now we're going to continue looping while we are within the bounds of the array. So we'll come underneath this and we'll say while index is less than r.count, we can open up the brackets. And if the current character is already O, then no move is needed, so we just need to move to the next index. So we can say if R square bracket index, come outside of that, equals, open up the quotation marks, O. Then we come outside of that, open up the brackets, and we can increment index by 1. So we'll say index plus equals 1. Boom. Else, boom. If the current character is X, then we're going to perform one move, and a move converts this character and the next 2 characters into O's, so we skip ahead by 3 positions. So we could just say index plus equals 3, and we could say result plus equals 1. Now we need to return the total number of moves required by, we could just come right here and we could say return results, y'all. Boom, that should be all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Let's see, it's accepted, y'all. So let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see, and look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. Now, with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.